Alrighty, so tomorrow the live stream for the 2nd anniversary starts, and yes, your boy will be live. If you're not already are aware, your boy is gonna be live. I will be live for the live stream, so you guys can come through. Go ahead onto my channel and go ahead and like it, notify yourself. 18 hours. I'm gonna be live at 6 o'clock a.m., but the live stream actually starts at 7 a.m. So I'm gonna be live 1 hour before the actual live stream starts. So yes, if you do want to come through, come through. I'm telling you, you know my live stream. If you've been here before, you already know my live streams are turned. If you haven't been here, then come experience it and you will know for the rest of your life. But anyways, I'm going to be talking about combat power today, right? Another guide for some of the newer players, right? Now that the anniversary is coming up, we're trying, at least I'm trying my best to get you guys to, just know a bit more about Nikke, get yourself right for this anniversary and little things like that, right? Help you guys increase your power so you can progress. Progressing more means more currency means more pulls, and more pulls means more pity, and more pity equals the anniversary character. So it all aligns at the end of the day, right? Let's try to get 16 new subscribers off this video, and the only reason why I'm saying 16 is because if we get 16, then we're going to be at 19.4 thousand subscribers. We want to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys could subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And as for the likes, let's try to get 5 likes is nothing crazy. I don't think that's too hard, right? Let's get 5. But let's talk about how you can increase your combat power in Nikke. So the first thing, obviously, is quite as simple, right? Your level up your characters. It's not hard to level up your characters. Once you start leveling up your characters, whether it's through actually leveling them up, if you still have the option to do that, or actually just going to the synchro device and leveling them up like that, leveling up your character is a fantastic way for you to be able to get more combat power, right? Combat power, I'm gonna say CP, but some of you guys are immature, so we're just gonna say combat power. I don't know, right? But combat power, leveling up is going to give you combat power. It's just as simple as that, right? It doesn't really take much to level up besides just playing the game or just, opening the game every day and collecting your outpost defense rewards. So leveling up is definitely a fantastic way to get more combat power. Another way is obviously your gear, right? The type of gear that you have on your character is going to increase your CP. The higher the gear and the higher the level the gear is, then the more power you're going to have, right? In this game, you have different tiers for gear, right? So you have tier 1 all the way to tier 9 manufacturing, which is what I like to call, or I guess you have tier 1 all the way to overload, right? But in terms of actually like gear, you have tier 1 all the way to T9 manufacturing. And what T9 manufacturing is, it's basically just gear on a character, like if I can just show you from someone real quick. If you guys take a look, I have a lot of overload gear at this point, right? What is this? What's going on right now? Why do I have so much overload gear? Okay, this right here, where they actually have the little icon at the top there, right? That is tier 9 manufacturing gear, right? That's the highest tier. So the higher the tier is, and the more upgraded the tier is, as you see, this is level 3, and this overload gear is level 0, right? You get more stats the higher the level, right? So even though this is T9 manufacturing and it's level 3, I'm getting more stats from my level 0 overload gear, because overload gear as a whole gives you more stats than obviously your tier 9 gear, right? It's just how it is. So make sure you're putting on gear, the highest gear possible. Make sure you're leveling it up, right? I don't find it a waste to level up your gear and then, like, I guess leveling up your lower gear if you need to, then completing the missions and stuff to get higher gear. I think it's an investment rather than a waste of material. So if you do need to level up like T2 gear to be able to access T3 gear, I think that's worth it. So make sure you're leveling up your gears. Your skill, the higher your skill levels are for your character, the more CP you get, even if the skill is useless, right? A lot of the characters in this game have some useless skills, and a lot of people tend not to level it up just because it's like, what's the point of leveling it up? Well, you get CP, right? You get combat power from leveling it up. If I level it right now, if you guys, let me move my webcam, I'll show you guys live, right? Let me take this off. Right now, I'm at 68.6, right? If I level this up one time, boom, I went up to 68 to 69, and right, even though that didn't do anything besides just bring up the percentage of the skill, leveling up my skill is going to give the character more combat power. So you want to level up the skills of the characters you are using, not every character in the game, just of the characters you're using, right, to get higher combat power for your actual team, right? Obviously, simple things like getting dupes for your characters, this is common sense, right? Getting dupes for your characters is going to increase your power. That's just common sense, right? So if you need dupes, then by all means go ahead and get dupes, right? The cube, right? Not only putting on cube, but actually leveling up the cube, right? As you see, I have resilience level 10. I think it can go up to like level 12 now, right? But I have a level 10 resilience cube. By having a cube on every character on my team, and then also having the leveled up gear cube or whatever on the characters is going to give me more CP, right? If I actually remove this, again, let me move my webcam, I'm at 69k. If I remove this, I drop all the way down to 64k. So having that cube is going to matter when it comes to CP, right? So that's just how it is. Bonds is another way to get, you know, stats, right? You get stats from actually the attraction level of your bonds, right? If we take a look at my Modernia, we are actually getting, I don't know how to check, right here, we are getting 41,000 HP, 1.8k attack, and 277 defense from, you know, rank 33 bond. Modernia specifically is getting that. So by leveling up your character's bond, they are getting stats, right? That's just how it is. You want to be leveling up your character's bonds, the characters you are using, right? You don't get a massive power, you don't get like a team boost for the characters on your account that you level up. It's whoever is on your team, right? By leveling up these characters' bonds, you will get more stats, and then more stats equals more combat power. So make sure you are leveling up your stats. If you don't know how to get the materials, you can buy the tickets from the shop. There's so many ways you can get tickets, and I'll probably have a guide on all these little things throughout the anniversary, so don't worry. But make sure you are leveling up the bonds for the characters you are using. Your recycling room, this right here, your recycling room is actually going to give you levels, right? Whether it's your general research, you're getting HP here, or whatever the class is. Right now, every character is going to have different, actually I can just show you because I have one active for pilgrims. Perfect, right? Let me go to pilgrims and I'm going to show you guys. So if we take a look at pilgrims right here, right, I have defense as well, right? If you take a look at my crown's power right now, it's at 227,000 power. If I upgrade my defense from my recycling room, it's gonna go up just a tad bit. It wasn't a lot, but it's still going up a tad bit, and those can make a difference. And the same thing as my pilgrim, if I level this up, I'm only getting 25 more attack and plus 5 defense, but if you take a look at the power at the top right there, it went up even more by just 20, right? These are little things, right? Mind you, if every character on my team is a pilgrim, everybody just got 20 more power. That's a total of 100 increased power, and mind you, that was just from one level. So this is obviously stacking and stacking and stacking. So by, you know, upgrading your recycling room, when you are able to do the events and get these materials from the events, you could buy them from the shop. I don't recommend it. I recommend just farming these through the events or just getting them through the games, though, like, oh, here, the free rewards or whatever, right? But by literally leveling up your recycling room, you are getting power. Yes. Now a new way of getting power, this is a newer way, but actually from your recycling, not even recycling, your collections, right? If you take a look, my Rouge has 666 power. If I actually give her a collection item, I'm getting a lot of stats from these, right? I can give her an SR1 or I can give her a R1. I'm gonna give her S1 for the sake of the video, it's fine. You give her the SR1, and if we go all the way back, you're gonna notice that just jumped up. That jumped up by a couple thousands, right? So by giving them the collection and then also upgrading the collections, you're going to be able to get a lot of power. So yes, if you do have a set team, go ahead and literally give them collections as well, right? Whether it's R or SR, I can have a video on that in the future if you guys need more help with the collections and stuff, now that I have more of an understanding. I already have a pretty decent guide on it that a lot of people already follow, but if you want me to make an updated one, now that I have more understanding actually going into getting favorite items, what's the best way of doing it, all these little things, do let let me know in the comments and I will do that for you guys. But yeah, so y'all, that's gonna be all the ways to get increased combat power in this game. If you want to increase your combat power and you didn't know about all these little tips and tricks, if you're a newer player or older player, go ahead and do this. For all I know, your main team right now has no collection items on your team. Go ahead and take a look, and if they don't, go ahead and slap some on them. You're gonna get a couple more 1,000 powers. Upgrade your gear if you need to. Just follow the little stuff here, right? It's not really that difficult. You don't have to do too much in order to level up or get stronger in this game, right? Sure, at the end of the day, this is a game where if you are a Will, you might have a lot more power due to dupes and stuff like that, due to better gear and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, these are all the ways to get more power in Nikke. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow during the live stream. You guys let me know how excited you are. Let me know if you're gonna show up to my live stream or whatever. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Again, let's try to get 16 new subscribers so that we can hit 19.4 thousand by the end of today. And then also let's try to get 5 likes. Your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.